Good morning. Hey, I just wanted to take a moment to do something that's long overdue, and that's um, do a testimonial about a young lady that really helped to change my life by some really simple but extraordinary um, concepts concerning resumes and how to really put yourself out there. So I met Chawn, and I was really looking to make a splash in the health industry and get into corporate America. My background is in management, and I had her to take a look at my resume, which I thought was extraordinary. I paid somebody a lot of money to get a resume done, and so she took a look at it and said, "We're gonna pull everything out of the box and really get a panoramic picture of who you are." And she said, "This resume doesn't really tell who you are." And you know, we kind of have one way of looking at resumes, and I said, okay, so she's just gonna put some fancy words in my resume. But what Chawn was able to do was, she was able to not just do a resume, but she was able to bring me to life on paper, right? And that's the best way that I can describe what she did, to the point where, well, she doesn't even call it a resume at the time. She said, "We're going to do a portfolio of who you are and your skill set." And I really didn't understand it. I was giving her all this information, and she was interviewing me and talking to me about, what I did in my background, until I actually saw the end product. And the end product was me, the actual person of who I was on paper. And to help you better understand that, I was trying to get into a particular healthcare system here in Charlotte, North Carolina, the one that I had my eye on for years. With a lot of failures, I couldn't even get a call back. I sent them this portfolio, and not only did they call me back, like, I wasn't even staying in Charlotte at the time. They insisted on doing a phone interview almost immediately. And I was hearing things like, "Wow, we've never seen a resume like this before. And your background is absolutely perfect for what we're looking for." Now, I sent everything that I had already on resume, so, which I thought was my background. But what they were looking for, they really couldn't get an understanding of who I was until they saw my portfolio that Chawn put together for me. And honestly, it was as if they were saying to me, "This job is yours. If you can present exactly what it is that we're seeing on paper, this job is basically yours." I went straight from a phone interview to a final interview with a panel of physicians, and just allowed me to highlight even further what Chawn had put down on paper. And I basically walked out of that office with my dream job. And this was the first time, and this is something that I was able to duplicate at an even bigger healthcare system, to the point where now I've been able to put myself in a position to run my own company and move away from corporate America. But Chawn really helped me to understand my worth and my value, and put me out of a position where I was hoping and praying and begging for a job, and put me into a position of power and authority, where people could understand my value and my worth and what I was able to bring to the table. Now, I know she wanted this to be really short, but there's no way that I could possibly contain, in a matter of a few seconds, exactly what she was able to do for me. So I hope this helps someone. I know that if you're out there and you know the importance of a good resume, what we're willing to pay for. I mean, literally, I've given someone a lot of money, like 4 digits, in order to put together a resume. Let Chawn take the time to learn who you are. Let her come up with a portfolio that is not only going to get your foot in the door, but it's going to get people to understand who you are and what value you can bring to the system. It's all about creating a value system. It's what she used to always tell me. You got to make yourself valuable to these people. And a lot of times your resume is just not enough to present that. So I hope this helped someone, and I hope this wasn't too long. Thank you for your time. Bless you.